It all started with this LSF that went viral.
Girlfriend cheated on me with her cousin. See, shit like this ain't even funny because I wouldn't have even wished this on my worst enemy. Who the fuck preyed on my downfall this much for some shit like this to happen to me? Now, I'm not gonna drop no names or anything, but y'all know who she was. You know, I posted with her, you know, obviously she's my ex now. I don't even know why I say girlfriend, bro. We made content together.
So they were both streamers. They made content together. She was his girlfriend. I feel like we've seen this guy before. I recognize his voice. I think we've watched a few videos of him, and he found out that his girlfriend was cheating on him with her cousin.
We dated for a couple years, and all of that ended recently, bro. I had to call it quits, bro. As of last week, I had to call it quits, bro. I caught her cheated on me in my house. Keep in mind, I pay all the bills in this motherfucker, bro, and she had the audacity to cheat on me with her blood cousin, bro. So lately, bro, I've been noticing she's always on
with her blood cousin.
FaceTime with this nigga, bro. And it's her cousin, bro. She's always on FaceTime with her cousin. But it's like, what normal person would think that's weird? Like that's her cousin. Like, I thought it was on some normal ass shit. Like, you know, like,
does this mean there's evidence? Oh, you wait. How he found that. The Nami body pillow is hilarious.
Like, I guess I didn't.
Also, the LED light on his bed.
Didn't realize that they were sleeping on the phone together, that every time I would come near her she would go on mute or whatever, but that's not the point. She was in the shower and I heard her talking on FaceTime, so that was like a red flag. So I walked near that restroom, like this is my restroom, then there's like another room and another restroom over there. I walked near that restroom, the doors were locked, which was also suspicious because why are you locking the doors? But I heard her say the word gains, as in like gym gains, and I heard yams come out her mouth. And once I heard that, I'm like, who are you on FaceTime with and why are you talking about yams, my nigga? So basically,
what's
I have
yams?
like a little cat litter box, but it's like a AI advanced $900 litter box that has a camera for some reason, and it's in her restroom. So I was able to connect to that shit, and I basically seen her at the mirror of her restroom with her phone plopped up. You know, the FaceTime shit was on, her camera was on, and she was on FaceTime just showing straight yams to that nigga. Like,
bro, he was recording her in the bathroom, but she was pooping and shit or having diarrhea. And he's like listening, trying to get intel.
I'm talking about 360s in the camera, grabbing.
He's gotta sit through like 15 minutes of toilet sounds to get to like actual real information about if she's cheating on him or not.
Yams, just everything, bro. Just butt ass naked, bro. And at that moment, bro, my heart sunk, bro. I was like, damn, it's GG's. She just cheated on me. But that's not how it ended, though.
Wait, full 360. Wait, what is yams? What is yams? Yams is ass?
The camera, grabbing yams, just everything, bro. Just butt ass naked, bro. And at that moment, bro, my heart sunk, bro. I was like, damn, it's GG's. She just cheated on me. But that's not how it ended, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because I didn't want to make it seem like I knew and I caught her and she was gonna try to play victim. So I walked up to her room. I knocked on the door. I was like, let me see your phone real quick. I grabbed her phone and I noticed her like grabbing that shit, like, but like not really grabbing it in like a way where like she made it obvious she was hiding something. So I just grabbed it and sped walked to my room and then I locked my door. And that's when she started banging on my door saying, Kenneth, open the door, give me my phone.
Wait, fave cause, what promise? No matter what happens, we can't have any hidden resentment or bad feeling that could fuck up our bond. Like if we go through a breakup or some, obviously it might not feel good, but no matter what, we can't have hidden resentment after or once N-words get in they next relationship or anything. If we feel some, we gotta say it, talk about it. I'm TB on both sides. YFM. Okay, there's too many acronyms that I don't know. I just started. Can we resume this momentarily? But yeah, that promise is a hard one to keep. That's her fave cousin, alright, I guess. Ugh.
Okay, I have clothes on. Can you open the door, please? Hello? Kenneth?
Bro, he's actually kind of smart to do this. So he grabbed her phone and he's just recording it. What else is that we both agree that we'll always be close no matter what, so you know you'll still be here if this has to end. That's true, I know I'll never lose you. I'd just be worried from us getting this intertwined, like if we had to end it, I would be heartbroken and have to go through these emotions again, or that I'll feel away when you eventually get with someone. Yeah, I feel you. Ion got any words of encouragement because I don't want to feel it either. It gets like that. I guess this is what we signed up for, the sacrifice. That is fucking
Hello? Kenneth! Please! Please, open the door, let's talk!
You're actually like a psychopath, gang.
Can we talk, please?
Like you really are fucked up in the head.
Please talk, please!
Nah, gang, we're good. I'm
Just
good.
open the door!
I'm good off of you, bro. Get on my house.
Open the door!
Get on my house, bro.
Can I talk to you, please?
I feel you think I am deeper too because every time I think of the future, I always picture you in it. This is so damn cute. What are these like encrypted messages that he's tapping and they're being revealed? You can do that?
Kenneth, please, open the door, let's talk first. If this is it, let me just talk.
No, this is it, gang.
Okay, that's fine, let me talk to you though. Can we have
Wait, this is like some kind of scratch text message. I feel like I can visualize you as my boyfriend figure. Ew, brother, ew.
a conversation?
I went through her notes. I went through everything, bro, and I seen tons of explicit photos from her and him. And then I went through the text messages, and there was a bunch of weird shit going on, bro. Like, she was talking about that nigga being boyfriend material. She was saying she feels a disconnect from Kenneth. She was saying all types of shit, bro. And honestly, bro, I wanted to crash out at that moment, but obviously,
That is literally the wrong route in a visual novel. True, chat. She was keeping it in the family,
I couldn't
bros.
because I would go to jail, and you know, yeah, I'm a good civilian. I'm not gonna crash out over a girl, but it was sick to see, to be honest, bro. Like,
He's so
I
calm about
genuinely
it.
was throwing up. I'm not gonna lie, you could ask all my homeboys. I was calling them. I was in my restroom throwing up just nonstop, bro. Everything I
Ew.
ate prior to that, I threw it all up, bro. It was sick, bro. So
Aw.
yeah, once I found that shit out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I got my
What is this Peter Griffin poster above his goon bed? This is his goon material. It's not the Nami body pillow that she got sidelined. It's Peter Griffin.
phone. I took pictures of everything. I wish I scrolled some more, but you know, I like once I seen it, I was just ready to kick her out, bro. I took pictures of all the pictures she took for him, all the pictures he sent her,
Ew.
the text messages, everything, bro. It's all on my phone just in case she wants to fuck
Wait, what is that?
her, the text messages, everything, bro.
Nah, dude. Bucket list? That's the bucket list with your cousin? Oh my god. Apparently her parents disowned her after finding out. This video went super viral, so it's no surprise they found out. This is actually repulsive.
It's all on my phone just in case she wants to fucking deny or lie to me. It was all on my phone. I gave her phone back. I told
Yeah, like in a movie theater. Imagine you're going to like... Ew! Imagine you're going to a movie theater and you sit in the seat that they sat on previously where they did that. Ew! Dude, this is why I'm never going to the movie theaters. No, dude. People are actually defending her? How? Going to need a laundry after this one. Make it a double. I was going somewhere else with that thought. I was going to say, imagine you're going to a movie, you want to enjoy your time there, focus on the film, and then you have these two idiots, these two cousins, doing some kind of public and decent stuff right next to you. But then I went through the more horrifying scenario that it's like, what if you sit in their seat after? Not knowing that all. Ugh! Okay, let's move on.
her she had to go.
I'm so sorry, Kenneth.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're like, why is this theater seat so sticky? Okay. I need to stop. I'm going down another like catastrophizing Rima fantasy.
There's nothing you can say to me right now. You did what you did. You gotta face that. You gotta go.
This is something that I only did recently. Just know that in all of my relationships, I've always loved you a lot. And I cared for you a lot, you know that? I'm sorry.
I don't care.
We've always had a close relationship since we was young. And I think like on some mentally fucked up shit, I think like we had some psychological shit going on when we were young because like when we was little jits, like before even puberty, like we were like really close to where like some of our family members would notice it. And
I can't hear what she's saying. She's saying this has only happened recently. I think I got some psychological stuff going on. We were always really close. She's saying things like that. Just remember that for most of human history, your family ancestors were cousins. Ew. Yeah, we could tell they were close, that's for sure.
I was really having my doubts. And you know, if you
They were grinding against each other in the videos. Okay, that's TMI, man. TMI.
you've always been different than how I wanted you to be. Like,
So you fuck your cousin.
so what's that opportunity
So you fuck your cousin.
to be?
So you fuck your cousin.
Oh
You need help, bro.
And yeah, she's not with me anymore. We're not with each other no more. But it's just like, bro, hey, all my young bulls out there, bro, learning experience, you can't trust these girls no more. I ain't.
Wait, she said they've been doing this since they were young? Did she actually said that? I missed that. That's so... How does she think this is defensible?
Lie, bro. You can't trust boy best friends. You can't trust cousins. You can't trust brothers.
This guy is so calm about it. I don't know if I'd be that calm. Like, even the way he is responding to her. Oh, he was in the Kaisenat Streamer University alumni. No shit. Saying GG's to a real life scenario is funny. Rocking his Daisy Duke shorts, and he was probably one of the most successful people living in the town. They were married for some time though, think about it. Same buddy came home and found his girl with her cousin one day in their house. God, Jesus Christ. It's even worse when he found out she was just a side piece. My God. After this video, she accused him of it, then he immediately made another video about it. Yeah, there's been 2 responses, and we're gonna watch them. I want to check this out. That's true, I know I'll never lose you. Just be worried from us getting this intertwined. Like, we read this. To have to go through the swing of things with you. I don't want shit to get sticky. You're out of topic, but I'm seeing it in 4DX. It's so fucking cool. Nah, that wasn't... We read these texts. They don't prove anything. This guy's misunderstanding it. She's simply saying, if things go bad between us, she doesn't want their cousin ties to be weird, because they're family, I guess. We can watch her full response video. It came out today. Yesterday. And then we can watch his response that came out today. What in the sweet home Alabama is this, man?
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread.
What's your story? I mean, his video was short. What kind of lies and misinformation could there have been? Some people are also saying that he could get in legal trouble because he, like, filmed her and stuff and admitted to it without her consent, but I don't know if that would hold.
About me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name, and I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the
He didn't film her directly. That wouldn't matter because it's audio recordings, like kind of like a phone call. I mean, she would need to press charges, and I doubt she will because she would be thoroughly even. She would be even more cooked. This is like it's like a public discourse thing at this point. This is the platform they've chosen to, you know, wage this quote unquote war on. So it's all part of the public realm now. There's no point in bringing this into lawsuits.
Insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was
Okay, so some people in chat were saying she got disowned by her family. She says that's not true.
started by someone that I thought was a friend, and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that
What is she yapping about? And we're gonna watch his response to her response after.
Streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend.
Okay, but you got caught with your cousin. People are gonna meme about it and they're gonna be angry about it. Like this is just the nature of the internet. She might have gotten like really idol. I mean, she got publicly humiliated and dragged, but it was her own fault. But yeah, of course people are gonna say you said it for attention. She should have just said like, no, I did really have I got admitted against my will. This is the proof. Like this emotional response isn't really helping her case. She's not selling it to me at all.
Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends, and since he's decided to bring
so how does that lead to incest?
wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch.
Okay, but how does that lead to incest? Still, just shouldn't that lead to you leaving? How does that lead to you turning to your cousin, your first cousin?
Things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted. After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my
On the scene, like on the scene of the crime, I guess. But it's like, I like that she's doing the movement to show the photo, and then the photo doesn't appear. Oh, it's too graphic, sorry. How can they have a photo of like her insides? Wouldn't it be like an x-ray?
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail,
I mean, I passed out last night. Can you give me a brief review of why you broke up with this person? I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. Anyways, I knew you'd be asleep. He lost a real one because of his problems he was never able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship to fix it while he put a 50%, so it didn't work. Despite everyone, despite everything, I loved him and believed in him and gave him my trust and all hopes he would change. But he never will for me, because soon after our talk next day, we have an argument where his stubbornness held him back from being mature. Just proved that he'll never change. I stood up for myself, broke up with him 2 days ago when we argued again. Do it right now, we break up. I'm dead ass done putting up with your bullshit and your stubbornness. You're the wrong for this. I'm not putting with it, not having to wait for you to get your sleep before you want to handle the issue between us two. Now I'm good, you got it.
I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout.
I'll see you were in my head. It started to kill me. Now what happened? I felt so bad about what I did and how my stubbornness led to this. How I could have done such a simple task. We've still been on road to recovery. We were at our last try. Didn't need to add to that to being stubborn after saying I will do better and fix us. I had a dream about you, just watching you from a distance. Blah, blah, blah. Where's the admitting to his abuse? Felt so bad about it I did and how my stubbornness led to this? Is this about the abuse?
Of our relationship.
It doesn't sound like it.
I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse.
I always tried to hit you with no, let's not break up, let's continue fighting, I will change, or other empty lies. The truth is you did the right thing. You were strong enough to see the man you once have has become uncomfortable, and I've gone into a spiral of destruction. I was constantly raising my voice, acting erratically, and mentally abusing you. I became a stranger, someone who did not know from the start, and you breaking up with me helped me realize that I need to work on myself.
And confess to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship.
I'm deeply sorry for all the pain and trauma I caused you during our relationship due to my anger, yelling, psychological distress. He doesn't admit to the physical abuse. He's saying it's like mental abuse or verbal abuse.
I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex
You didn't download it?
Often try to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm do it anymore, but like I feel like I'm losing my mommy, bro. So like I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on.
And so what are you lost on the timeline? They broke up in 2024. She came back in 2025. Thinks she's lost her identity, needs therapy. But like, okay, can I just point out, I don't know if this sounds like cold or whatever, but why are the youths these days like first instinct when to break up with somebody is to go on the internet or to film themselves crying? They're making a selfie, or like, you know, the people that take pictures of them while they're crying? I don't even want to have ugly pictures of me on my phone. So when I grow up, you know, and I become old and ugly, I don't remember all the times where I was like ugly. I only have the good photos of me on my phone.
Like in my life, like I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm breaking point.
Like how many times do you think like Gen Z or Gen Alpha takes a selfie and it like how many photos of themselves do you think they have on their phone? Because like this is why yeah, good frame to pause. This is why clavicular and like all these looks maxer is a trend right now. It's because like they spend all this time looking at themselves on their phone that they develop this kind of like body dysmorphia, like on their face. They're like, oh, my face should be more like this. It should be more symmetrical. I should have like more cheekbones, etc. Because they spend so much time looking at themselves. Like if you think about it, other generations didn't have that.
My life right now, but it's not your problem at all. At all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform.
But I've never heard of depression leading to incest. I've never heard of that. Like, depression is a real thing. She could be depressed and not like hook up with her cousin.
To raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming.
It leads to bad decision, that's true.
And I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time. And thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience.
I really don't like her delivery. I don't.
Things that I went through
I'm not
in my
buying it.
relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
I mean, I think mental health and depression is like a real thing, but it does feel like it's just like a diversion tactic here. So let's see. Oh, his response is right here, I think.
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth, but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bruh. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video My Truth. For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect.
All right, I'm sorry for fucking, you know what? I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my ass, titties, and fucking cooch on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed, but you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told
Wait, what?
that you was emailing and your
Hi, Catalina. My name is Redacted. I work in brand strategy, public relation, and crisis management. I recently became aware of the situation surrounding the allegations as the result of public discussion online. While their sentence is likely an overwhelming stressful one, I want to reach out because I believe there's still a clear path to protecting both your reputation and long-term career. On the first thing that stood out to me was the decision to delete your social media account. The reality is that public perception is rarely shaped by a single event, it's shaped by how the event is handled afterward. My approach would be to focus on 3 priorities. 1, stabilizing the narrative. Rather than allowing speculation to dominate the conversation, we would establish a controlled communication strategy to prevent further escalation and limit misinformation. 2, reputation preservation. The goal is not simply responding to the current controversy, but protecting future opportunities, partnership, and audience trust. And 3, strategic reintroduction. Whether through a statement, content strategy, or media management, or audience engagement, the objective would be to rebuild credibility over time rather than react emotionally.
Fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit, but you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you gotta say.
As it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing.
It was a shared note. Bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody. You collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have.
Oh, he's talking about the bucket list. Is he talking about the bucket list note? Nah, dude. She's claiming it's false. He took that photo from her phone, though.
A bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
In any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with.
Oh, she's saying her cousin wrote that bucket list, not her.
Anybody outside of
and it was shared to her.
My relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin.
L story, yep, get
we
to the
kind of had a thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and
oh my god, dude.
Like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
Literally, like I'm talking about, I don't know how old this clip was last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change. And you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over. But now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this the biggest world fucking roller coaster in the world, you was with your cousin. Because, I mean, I have proof of that too.
Why would she ever admit that, dude? You could not torture that information out of me.
Like, you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like.
She went on a trip with her cousin? I don't believe that nothing happened there then. Nah, dude, nah.
But you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay, but you know, I guess you just get to excuse that. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you got to say. All right.
False, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound.
Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama intensifies. Jesus Christ.
Better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend, and it's completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about.
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, you know, your parents were literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because I don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for. And I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like, I think the fact that you're making this video right now and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
Extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bro. Like, It's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking make, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like 5+ times in our whole relationship, and
She had Sykkuno type mods.
99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about whatever happened. And it's just so weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane, like cheated on me with your cousin, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Say wallahi. Yo, like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 2023, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because
all right, so first of all, wow, this was like 5 days before I posted my video. And basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, manipulation words to get me to fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bruh. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody had to know.
What?
She literally posted it on the internet.
After 5 days of imprisonment, I've finally been released from the facility. They treat you like an animal and take away the freedom to do anything. I'm finally free. Why would she post that?
Personal thing that nobody had to know. But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. Before, it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, I just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet. And I don't know what else to say, bro.
Or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Toxic and abusive. Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime. To
gross.
Me and my ex had a very toxic relationship and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you, bro. Bro, there were so many times where I tried to get away from you. But literally, at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
And I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story.
I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. First of all, you was a freshman in college, and I just turned 21, and I was literally a junior in college, okay? Now, I don't even know why that, like you try to make it seem like I was, like, no, I did not mess with you before you were 18. I messed with you after. Once you were in college, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but bro, stop it, bro. It's not gonna work, bro.
It's a 3 years
Our relationship
stint.
was unhealthy on both ends, and since he decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading the script, right? Like, can y'all, like, I wish I could just zoom in on her eyes, these soulless, evil eyes, and just see the fucking script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro. Like, these niggas really emailed her talking about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bro. She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Say wallahi. Yo.
I mean, that accusation is the biggest one and the most serious one she levied against him. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna say about that. The rest, it's kind of just like nothing burger.
Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as—
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky, but bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never drank or smoked in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time, she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like, I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but, you know, I just thought, you know, she's my ex or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
An outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga. I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talked about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall. And
put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the fucking, like I'm a fucking devil. Put you in a chokehold.
Yeah, she makes it seem like it's like a serious domestic abuse. Like, what is a chokehold? Like somebody like grabbing your throat? Or is it like the wrestler type move where like somebody has like an elbow around your head? You know what I'm trying to describe?
Does that, yo, like anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me I would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold? What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nigga, I've never heard you say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like how are you?
Yeah, it's like the kind of headlock. How can you put somebody against a wall into a headlock, though? Shouldn't you be behind them to do the chokehold?
How are you saying this with a straight face? This got to be a script.
Scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused. So you're about to falsely accuse me like every other girl does to niggas, bro. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time when me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point, because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex, because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day. In the moment I told her I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bro. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day, so it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin. But I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro.
Jesus.
And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time,
like, come on, bro. Are you dead ass? You begged me to stop and I never, bro, come on, bro.
He was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all seen how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Let me see this. Okay, yes. Okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period, that time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that.
Ew, wait, so she was in her period? What is the timestamp on these messages? He should have shown the timestamp.
I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And
that's so gross. Create somebody on your period. Ew.
Always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on.
Blood moon for both him and Turkey Tom. This is legit reminding me of the Turkey Tom video that traumatized me last. Now I got new traumatizing material. Is that what it's called? Vampire sex? Gross!
I would never force myself onto you. I would never. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month, and we did. The proof is in the pudding, bruh. So you're telling me July 13th, you're telling me what, like fucking, cause this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18, 5 days later, I did it again? I did it again to you? I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you? But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why?
No way that she... Bro, I can't believe somebody would lie about this. Take picture of their period and pretend, yo, I got raped. That is a new level of messed up. Like, it's hard to wrap your head around this. Looking at the camera with a straight face, straight up lying like this, there's no shot.
This only coming to the light now. I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro. Fuck no.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue.
Made it hard for you to leave, bro? What?
She's pulling the Stockholm Syndrome card.
To accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
This was like our first breakup, by the way. We have like 4 more where I broke up with her and whatever.
The letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This has to do with me trying to get you back after the first time we broke up because I had anger issues and I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I've never put my hands on you. Never did that. Never.
He put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase a video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't
What, nigga? What? You're the last person, bro, hold on.
appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice, and I don't.
Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice? Are you fucking dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you and you're saying that was my choice? Bruh, I did everything for you. You got a car that didn't even fucking work. So you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time. And because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off.
My mods don't send me flights, tickets, or like money. They don't pay for my trips. They complain instead all the time. Complainers, all of them. They complain they're not getting fed in the basement, Rima's working us too hard to the bone.
You had money on the side coming from this nigga and you just don't even help. You just, I don't know what it went to or what you did with that money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys. And I'm guessing that's why you're saying that you didn't even fucking like ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. But the whole time you was asking me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything, but okay. All right. I
believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2020.
I don't mind that she's reading off the script, but her script sounds so unnatural. It should have been put into her own words. Like, it just, all of it is so unnatural. The way she's reading it, the words being used, you can tell it's not her language. Like, come on, man.
25. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video.
Bro, like, come on. Why are you playing the victim, my nigga? You talked about this on the internet when we broke up like 1 year ago, bro. Like, you're really trying so hard to bring up stuff that doesn't even correlate to you cheating on me with your cousin to make me look bad, bro. I see right through this. The internet sees right through this. Bro, if anything, bro, you emailed fucking crisis and reputation saver, bro. Like, it's done, bro. You're done, bro, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Simons. The basement is like comfy. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been there personally, but that's what I heard. Yeah, there's some free moss growing on the walls that provide moisture.
Keep talking.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing, but I feel
like, bro, this doesn't show nothing, bro. Like, bro, yes, we've broken up many times and you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and bring you back, that's like, we was toxic. Yes, we had a toxic relationship. The internet already knew that. You brought this to the internet many times. There's clips of you talk about me, lying on me already, bro.
I'm sorry, it's just so non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to put everything out because I'm making quick. in my life right now, but it's not your problem at all. At all.
I had sent this video to a friend. By the way, she sent this to the guy who sends her every single dollar she had to her name. His name was Etz. He basically was a sugar daddy that she didn't really talk to me about. She would FaceTime him at times. I really wish I knew what they were FaceTiming about. Maybe it was some cousin shit. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of times she would say, this is her friend, but nah, it's Etz. It's her sugar daddy. Because you know why? Because he would often pay for her Ubers, pay for her rebookings if she missed a flight, pay for all of that.
Pay for her rebooks if she missed a flight? Brother. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe some people do have it on easy mode.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything.
Like, I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I fought demons to leave your ass, bruh. I fought fucking demons to leave you, nigga. I was fighting demons, bro. Everybody that knows me knows that you, like, manipulated me and I was fighting demons. I tried leaving several times, bro. Several times, but each time I tried to leave, it was, Kenneth, please. I'm about to manipulation, bro. Like,
I like this expression of fighting demons. No fire escapes an incentive to not set fires. Funnily enough, you guys are talking about fires, but like, I swear to God, 2 days ago, my fire alarm was going off while I was cooking. But I wasn't really burning things. I don't know why it would go off. It was just embarrassing.
it's just like, bruh.
Everything I did, and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody, and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal.
Yeah, so after all that, so yeah, basically I cheated on Kenneth with my cousin. But you know what? He did all of this in the past and some things that I just found out because the crisis reputation saver people told me to lie about. But, you know, after all that, I'm sorry again for cheating with my cousin.
The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression.
Depression. Depression. What type of depression makes you send news to your cousin? What type of depression makes you lie to me that you're going to stream in Kentucky just to hang out with your cousin? What type of depression does that,
Thank
bruh?
you.
That's not depression. Why do girls always play the I'm depressed? I'm depressed, so I went ahead and spread my legs and took pictures down there to send to my cousin because I'm depressed. In my house, by the way, in the other room, by the way, door is locked. I always wondered why the doors were locked, but you know, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense now.
Everything that has happened, I have come to terms. I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up.
Not a single tear in those eyes, by the way. And she's reading
Yeah, I don't know. The crying in her video was super fake. Also, demon yams, stop.
the script.
Stop. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for understanding myself. They need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction multiple times. And the only reason I'm here right now is because I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to, fair and inhumane treatment that these people receive.
Like, bro, you really trying to sympathy farm, bro? Bro.
She spent like 10 seconds apologizing, and then the entire 90% of the video is just her like excuses after excuses. She's on Twitter too?
I'm the victim. God, bro, like, nigga, I'm the victim. Even in the height of the situation, I had a calm.
Yeah, he's generalizing a lot. I mean, the internet is doing that too, and her doing that is not gonna help the case of like women that are actually victims of domestic abuse or, you know, other stuff. But it's because of people like her that people don't believe victims now.
Voice catching you cheat on me. I didn't put hands on you catching you cheat on me. I didn't do nothing. I told you to leave my house and that's what you did. Like, I'm not the bad guy, and you're not gonna sit here and put all these false allegations on me and make me seem like I'm the bad guy, bro. Like, it's fucking sick.
And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys.
By the way, the moment I posted that video, you deleted all your accounts. And days before I posted that video, you started sympathy farming on your Instagram story, posting about how you was in the facility and how the facility treated you so wrong. And then you started texting people saying, yeah, life has been tough, but you know, you just never really came to terms with what you did, which was cheat on me with your cousin. And I still think even now you believe you're in the right. I still don't think you like fathom what you did. Like, I think this was just a way to try to fix your PR, but I just think you dug yourself a bigger grave with this one.
I think
you
she did
should have just, I don't know.
That I am still a human being, and I don't think
like, the thing is, as soon as she got exposed for cheating with her cousin, it was fucked. Like, no matter what came out of her like surprise bag, it was never gonna absolve her from it. Plus, she never addressed those allegations or explained like why it happened, or I don't know. I don't know if there would have been any explanations. TBH, that would have like, she should have just like disappeared from the internet and like came back like I don't know, in a couple months, Dr. Disrespect style. Stupid fucking mistakes, man. The comments on her video are crazy. I wanna look at them. Wait. Okay, let's
anyone
finish
deserves the
this
immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong. And
every single time we broke up in the past 5+ times, you brought it to the internet. You're the streamer. You literally go on live and tell them everything, every single thing I did. Bro, if you're her mod, bro, come on, bro. Don't even fucking lie, bro. She would speak on everything, bring it to the internet every single time, and I kept my mouth shut. Even when she lied to me, even when she lied on my name, I kept my mouth shut because I just didn't want to bring our personal relationship to the internet. This is the one time I snapped, and it's because I found her cheating on me with her cousin in my house, and I have a valid reason to bring that to the internet, and I don't care what nobody says. If you're in my situation, if the roles were reversed and she caught me cheating and I was doing some shit with my cousin, bro, she would have brought this to the internet instantly to shame me. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should.
Oh, I see the argument that he's doing here. He says, she's like, why would you bring this to the internet? It's a breach of privacy. And he's like, every time we broke up, you've done the exact same thing. So I know if the roles were reversed, you would do it
back to the
again.
internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable. It's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to.
You don't bro. You don't regret it, bro. And I don't even think you understand how wrong it is. Cause the way you're texting me, the way you're saying, I'm sorry, but you know what? I could get you into Stream University though. I'll buy you your favorite.
I'll pay for everything. I'll take us places, take us to Mexico. I'll get you in Streamer University. I get you the Hellcat you wanted. Tell me you're there. Can it tell me this isn't the end of us? Tell me I can fix this and make it
car
better.
And your favorite dog. Like, bro, like this, like you're insane. Like, what did I get myself into, bro? What the fuck did I get myself into, bro? What did I get myself into, bro? Like, why me, bro? I'm just trying to like live my life, move forward in life. Why am I going through this, bro?
Come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of.
Nigga, nobody wants to listen to someone who cheated on their boyfriend with their cousin. You're not, bro, what? What are you talking about? Who's gonna want to listen to you? That's incest. That you could go to jail for that.
Out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Nobody's struggling with fucking keeping their fucking hands to themselves and fucking not texting their cousin in a sexual way. You're the only one struggling with this. Who the fuck else is struggling with this? This is not depression. This is incest. Stop. Yo, people who are actually depressed, I'm sorry, because she's making fun of your fucking disorder. This is not depression.
And I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do.
You want to use your platform to help people. Okay, to all of those who have cheated on your boyfriends with your cousin, just know it's okay. It happens. Looking at it is like, what, bro? Like, you can't use your platform to help. You cheated on me with your cousin. That's incest. And I just wish we live in a day and age where you fucking, like, bro, like, I have videos of your cousin's meat. I have videos of this down there in your ass. They were in your hidden. They were in your Snapchat camera roll with your cousin. Y'all exchanged nudes tons of times. You're not telling me shit, but y'all was in the same hotel room. He was dancing.
Can confirm I'm depressed, haven't slept with my cousins. Holy shit, man. That's crazy, chat. I don't. That is crazy gaslighting from her, man.
Y'all, he was grabbing on you. Come on now. You're not gonna lie to me.
I believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening.
Like, bro, like, yo, hey, shout out to the fucking PR reputation recovery people. Y'all surprised me with this one. I ain't know it was gonna be that good, bro. Not one single tear dropped in this video. That would have made it a little bit more believable. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. This girl is insane. She really fucking tried it, but everything she said was a lie. She brought up old, irrelevant information that has nothing to do with the fact that she cheated on me with her cousin. I never forced myself onto her. I never put my hands on her. I never forced myself onto her. Everything was consensual. Every fucking thing, and that's on everything. That's on God. That's on everything. I will be taking this girl to court because this, like, you're not finna fucking like that's defamation of character right there. That is sick. I didn't lie. I didn't say a single lie about what you did. I provided millions of evidence. I caught you. So why are you trying to make me look bad? You're the fucking cheater. You cheated on me with your cousin. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen this video drop, bro, my heart fucking dropped, bro. It took me so long to be able to record this. But, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let her try to tarnish my image, bro. Like I said, you need help. You can't just try to come out to the internet and tarnish my name. It's not gonna work because I will always have a counter. So don't try that shit. Just own up to what you did and move forward, okay? Stop trying to play victim.
She should have just said, like, I was in a really dark place. There's no excuse for what I did. There never will be. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life repenting for this. Like, you know, play the really...
I'm the victim of the situation. I got cheated on. And this is what happens with a lot of males in this...
Because her whole video just came off as super inauthentic and shifting the blame. People can pick up on that. Like, we're not stupid.
Generation. The girls always try to manipulate the fucking internet, manipulate the world, have a sad face and play victim. And play the SA card and make false allegations. But no, bruh. That shit is fucking dead, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and allow that to happen no more, bruh. People who make false allegations need to get arrested, bro. So like I said, I will be taking this to court. And if she ends up making more shit...
He is taking this to court. People putting the... you need to prove financial damage? No, actually, for defamation... If it's just like reputational damage, reputational harm, you have to showcase that you did suffer from financial damage. Like, I don't know, maybe a sponsor dropped you and all of that. But she accused him of a crime, so he could sue for defamation on this solely on that basis that he raped her. Being accused of being a criminal is ground for defamation, like, alone.
I will respond if I have to, but like I said, she's fucking lying about everything, and she's sick in the head. Thank you to everyone who's been reaching out and supporting me so far, bro. I really appreciate your support. But I'm sick, bro. I'm fucking sick to my stomach.
Is it worth taking this to court, though? I don't think many people believed her. That's the other question. I want to look at the comments on her video. Y'all dating? Now we cousins. I did not have sex intercourse with anyone outside of my relationship. Son, who you fooling? Shawty done lost her damn mind. Trying to make Kenneth sound like a bad guy. So I'll forget the bucket list. I got caught. Let's make this about my ex. Correct my mistakes. You cracked your cousin and got caught by a litter box. Cousin the back holding a 100-page doc. She's putting ChatGPT to work. I'm sorry to my ex and then accuse him of the most horrible stuff. True. Family functions are gonna be hell. Why is she popping alt with the essay allegations? Card decline, Broski. Oh, that's a victim card decline. This story's so insane, man. My boyfriend is abusive. What should I do? Angel on her shoulder. Gather evidence. Seek help. Find a way out of the situation. Devil on her shoulder. Fuck your cousin. Ah. Oh, God. Hey, you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.